Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 31 Days of Cut Files with MK and Janet. And today's cut file is a Viewmaster reel that says snap in the middle. I am using some 49 in Market as my background, and then I am pulling in some of this Chamel paper. This is one of the new papers in her new collection. And I love the popsicles. Now, we're not eating popsicles in the photographs. We are eating ice cream, but I felt like popsicles is a good nod to a treat. So I'm going with it, you guys. And I was just really super surprised that I could pair up a 49 in Market piece of paper with a Chamel because they're two totally different styles, but these two work great together. They are both very busy and bold, so I am going to tone everything down with a bit of black to give your eye a place to rest. I am going to use a bunch of elements from the 49 in Market Gardenia cluster kit. I don't end up building the clusters like they are in the cluster kit. I end up doing my own thing. The flowers that you see there and the heart, those are, I think, where they were supposed to go. But I end up switching it out, mostly because I don't really like to follow directions. I kind of like to do my own thing, you guys. Also, I felt like it would limit me in how I would use it. So I feel like if you purchase the cluster kit and the page kit, or a cluster kit and an embellishment kit, you get quite a bit to work with without having to buy the whole collection. Like, there's a little variety of everything. There's chipboard and there is the laser cut elements. And if you get the ultimate page kit, it actually has a few papers in it too. I am altering this cut file with some black marble dilutions spray, which I'm not able to spray because my bottle is so empty. Every time I tip it over to spray, it doesn't suck up any ink. So I would have to tip the box, then you wouldn't be able to see the spraying go very well. So anyway, I turned it black. I do have a new bottle of Dilutions Black Marble, but I hadn't opened it yet. I was trying to use up the old one, but it seems like it's time to open the new one. And then when the new one is empty enough, I can pour the old one into the new one to top it off. I am inking up everything with some Black Soot Distress ink to kind of keep with those black elements to, again, provide a little area for your eye to rest. And I am tucking some pieces under my photos just to bring the left side some of that the black elements, just like the right side has. So I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. I did distress my edges with the edge distresser from MK's shop, and I still applied a little bit of black to them because I felt like, again, it just kind of makes everything more uniform and gives your eye a little bit of a rest. So white space doesn't necessarily mean the space has to actually be white. It just has to not be super busy. And it will give your eye that little resting spot that it needs when there's a lot of busy going on in other places. So I'm happy with how this looks. I did cut the edge off of that frame that I just tucked into the left-hand side because I can use that somewhere else. There's no sense in leaving it buried underneath the photograph where I'm not going to be able to see it anyway. And I originally was going with these orange elements because I thought I was going to use this acrylic piece from Colorcast that says Click and Sweet, but I don't end up using them. They just, I don't know, they just didn't work for whatever reason. They didn't stand out enough to me, and I couldn't make them work and feel like they were in the right places. So I end up not using them. My title is just going to be that chipboard piece that says Together. The photo is me and one of my really good friends from back in our homeschooling days, but she is actually has married my husband's cousin. So now she's actually family. And that's my husband's cousin in the photo as well. So me, her, and my husband is actually the one taking the photo. So now I am just using some Spectrum Sherbet flowers in these oranges and yellows. I think I'm going to pull a deeper kind of red one in as well, just to bring in more of those darker tones. And I'm really liking the way that those are looking. And here's that acrylic piece that says click that I tried to use. It just didn't, I just could not get it to work right. But I did really enjoy using these little ice cream wood veneers from MK's shop, as well as the little black piece in the bottom right hand corner is another viewfinder or Viewmaster reel, and it has little hearts for the cutouts. So you're going to see me take that apart in a minute. I just have it sitting there kind of as an auditioning, at the auditioning phase of the layout, trying to decide if I like it. Once I like it, I will pull the backer off of it, which actually it has some blue tape on the back of it to hold all of the little hearts in place, and they'll come out with the blue tape when I peel the blue tape off the back of it. So it came in a 3 set of a black one, a white one, and a wood veneer one, and I'm not sure if she still has these available on her website. They're probably still there, but I don't know if they're sold out. If they are sold out, you can put your name on a wait list and it will tell you when she creates new ones. So I'll put a link for that down below, as well as the little wood veneers, which I think are super, super cute. It did come with some popsicles as well, but I decided to just use the ice cream cones because that's what we're eating, even though I used popsicle paper. I think that's fine. It's just a nod to the sweetness and the enjoyment of a treat. And so I'm going with it. So now I'm going to go ahead and glue everything down using some liquid adhesive. These laser cut embellishments from 49 and Market really need to be put on with some liquid glue because they are so delicate, especially the florals, you guys, and the leaves. If you try and use your ATG, you're going to rip a leaf off the stem, and nobody wants that to happen. So highly encourage using some liquid glue. I prefer Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, which I don't find that it clogs if it's laying on its side when you're not using it like I have it here. If I stand it up, it does tend to clog, but in this case, it should not clog. Okay, I am using a little foam to put underneath the edge of that piece that says together, that is hanging off of the black acrylic piece, which is giving it a little bit of lift because I don't want it to pop off. If you're wondering what I'm doing at the bottom of the screen with that little black piece of tape, there is a masking that is on the wood veneer from MK's shop. It is adhesive backed, so you don't have to add any adhesive, but it is also masked to protect the front of it. And you need to pull that masking off when you use it on your page. It does over time degrade the wood, so be sure to pull it off. And since these ones have a lot of little tiny pieces because the cones are so detailed, I am using some tape to remove them. It didn't remove every single bit, but it did save me a lot of sitting there and picking at it with my tweezers, because that's what I find works really well is my tweezers, but the tape works well also. So now I am thinking about whether or not I can tuck a little bit of leaves or flowers over in this left hand side to bring it across from the right hand side, and I'm able to tuck in a few of these little orange flowers, keeping it a little bit more simple than the opposite side is, but still giving it a little bit of that softer look with the florals. The black heart came out of the embellishment kit or cluster kit from 49 and Market, as did most of any of those black and white striped pieces and the little frameworks that the photo on the right is in and the photo is over on the left hand side. So now I am actually using a few of these little tiny hearts in each of the clusters, and they are super tiny, you guys. These came out of that acrylic piece in the bottom right hand corner, but I think the hearts are adorable, so I'm going to tuck those in and use them in those two spots that don't have the acrylic piece, just to bring in that texture to the other areas. That is it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go and check out MK's channel and see what she's got for 31 days of cut files. Join the Facebook group if you're not already part of it. We are nearing the end, but there's still time to go get tons of inspiration, even if you haven't purchased the kit. I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another one. Bye-bye.